Look, this is what you need to know in order for you to be consistent within the next 30 days from today. This is how you're going to become successful. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Our Guidance. And in this video, we're going to go over tracking your progress, documenting your steps to your success, and understanding how much time, energy, and effort you're investing into yourself. Now, if you're new here, you need to check out the playlist, the 30-day challenge of being consistent. It will be somewhere here on the screen or in the description down below. Each video up until today, we broke down the importance of consistency, what it means, the responsibilities, what you're trying to achieve, your goals, your interests, your passion, what is your desired outcome, what is it that you want to experience, problem solving, coming up with solutions, what are your current resources, what can you focus on, time adjustment, time management, becoming punctual, learning to create and adapt to new routines and new ways, understanding your lifestyle, and most importantly, right now, documenting the experience. That's a lot, but that's what nobody's going to tell you about being consistent. This is something that you have to do repetitively for a long, periodically time. If you know where that's from, comment down below. In order for you to be successful, in order for you to be consistent, you have to be able to be committed, and that's what nobody's going to tell you. Now, this video specifically, we have to realize where our attention grows is where our energy is going to flow. Say it with me. Where our attention grows is where our energy is going to flow. So if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to go back to school, if you are trying to become the best version of yourself, if you're healing yourself, you have to make sure that everything you're doing in that time is directly correlated to what it is that you're asking for. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not allowed to go outside. This doesn't mean that you're not allowed to rest. This doesn't mean that you're not able to enjoy yourself. But when it comes to achieving your goals, you have to be locked in. You have to be 100 and 1,000 and 1,000,000,000% committed. So the same way I've been committed to posting these videos, anything that's not talking about consistency or success, I haven't been dropping. I'm your favorite mental health specialist, and we talk about all different things. But you need to know that in order for you to actually see results and for you to make progress, you have to be focused. So you need to know what your goals are. You need to know how you're able to contribute daily. In the previous video, we talk about documenting it. So for example, the main example that I've been giving for common knowledge and general knowledge was losing weight. So if you're losing weight, not only are you getting all this good information, plus actual facts to actually accomplish this goals, actual examples on how you can do this. If that is your goal, you need to know how many days, how many months, how many weeks you're going to the gym, you're going to Pilates, you're going to yogas. You need to know how long you're going to be there. Are you working out for 3 hours? Are you working out for 2 hours? Are you working out an hour before you go to school? Are you working out when you get off of work? Are you working out on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays? Or are you working out Sunday and Monday? All of that stuff is important. This is why it's so important that you document your experience as well as get a calendar. Boys and girls, you need to have some type of calendar. It could be like this, a big old calendar like this. You have your calendar on your phone. Okay, you have your calendar on your MacBook, you have a calendar on YouTube, you have a calendar at the library. You need a calendar, you need a planner, you need to have some form of structure. Why? So therefore, realistically and practically, you can complete your tasks. You also need to have a to-do list. So what does your to-do list look like? So if you're going to the gym, and let's just say you work 5 days out of the week, let's just say you work Monday through Friday. Saturdays is when you go to the gym at maybe 11 a.m. to maybe 1, whatever time. Sunday is your rest day. You have to realize that until you're able to have the flexibility and the freedom to invest into your goals 100% of your time, you have to start somewhere. You have to realize that anything else that is not contributing into your goal is a distraction. Unless you are somebody who is content or already where you need to be, you need to have focus. Like, in order for you to be consistent, it requires your full undivided attention. And when you decide to be consistent in anything in life, you have to be okay with making certain changes. So for example, I currently am on a diet right now. My diet requires me to not consume certain foods and certain beverages and products. So if I am not aligning myself with the things that are part of my diet, I can't be upset if I don't see the results. If I know I'm not putting in the effort to cut off certain drinks or certain foods and discipline myself. And the diet and your goals is up to you. It could be short term or it could be long term, but you have to realize in order for you to make this a habit, it is important that you take a couple of weeks, a couple of days, that when you start off strong. And in the beginning, that's where it's the most difficult. That's where it's the most challenging, because maybe this is new to you. When you decide to move from a new state to a new country or a new environment and you're used to a way of living, you may feel afraid. You may feel like you're not confident. That's okay, but you have to learn how to trust yourself. Until you learn how to trust yourself, until you realize what you focus on, the people, places, and things that you surround yourself matter, the more you will feel confused, the more you will feel discouraged. And you have to realize you have to affirm yourself as you are showing up. And we're going to talk about that in the videos later. So if you've been watching, I believe this is 15, 16, I don't know which video I'm on right now or when you're seeing this, but we're halfway there. We're halfway there, the 30 days, and I'm proud of everyone who is subscribing. I'm proud of myself. I want to say thank you to everyone who is liking these videos, commenting down below, and turning on your post notifications and subscribing. Like, this is a journey. Like, regardless if it's on YouTube, regardless if it's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere on social media, like, making an investment takes time, and it is something that you have to do until you get in the routine of it, until you feel confident, until you are confident in anything, boys and girls, you will become successful. Like, being successful isn't going to look the same for everybody, because everyone's definition of success is not the same. So always take what resonates, leave the rest. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, you don't have to force it. And that's another thing. You don't have to force yourself to be consistent. You don't have to force yourself to be successful. You are already consistent. You're already successful in life. You may not have the things that you want, but that doesn't mean that you can't get them. You just have to know that when you make certain choices, when you start to contribute daily, going to the gym 30 minutes, an hour, whenever you have the chance, or whatever it is that your goal is, that you're focusing on it. Even when I drop these videos, I have to make sure that I prioritize a certain amount of time in my schedule to post these 30-day videos for you watching this and for myself. Like, what we want to do is not hard, but if we're not able to post 30 videos in a day, if we're not able to work out for 30 hours in a day, we have to be practical about what it is that we want. And we have to realize sometimes you have to do it brick by brick. Sometimes you have to do it step by step. Like, if you don't have the finances to go to the gym or the finances to go to Pilates or a personal trainer, you got to go on YouTube and type in, how can I start to lose weight? How can I start to exercise? What cardio exercises, I don't know, what do they call, I'm not a personal trainer, I don't know, but like, what exercises do I have to do? Like, you have to be able to go a step above and beyond. Like, it's no reason why you're not able to do the things that you want to do. Like, even if you consider yourself having less, if you're not able to make a way, then you don't want it. And if you're not somebody who's willing to look at it for a bigger picture, you're not going to get it. So for example, in real life, if you are trying to buy a car and you're not willing to take public transportation, or you feel ashamed, or you feel embarrassed because you have to walk, or people are talking about you, or people are judging you, and you care more about the people who are not even contributing into your life, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to say, F those people. These people are not even financing me. They're not feeding me. They're not taking me to work. They're not helping me. Why on this green earth would you ever value what these people think about you? Who cares if people are talking? Who cares if people talk about me putting myself out there? I'm putting myself out there and they're not. What I was going to say is that, why would I allow myself to be judged by people who are not even in my shoes or in your shoes? Like, you really have to think about it. Like, people who are not doing what you're doing want to talk. That's all they're doing. That's all they can do. All they can do is, oh, look at her, she's trying to be a content creator. Or, oh, look at him, he's trying to. Okay, and you're not. You're talking about what we're doing. Meanwhile, as we learn to be consistent, as we learn our routine, as we learn our path, everything is going to work out for us. And it doesn't matter how many times you have to go a certain way. It's your life. Like, nobody is allowed to have judgment over your life. Nobody has that type of authority. Nobody has that much control. So it's like, me personally, people that are in my life that support me, my circle is not big, but it's a few people in my life that know the vibes. And that's the same thing with you. Everybody else, y'all outside the club, and you definitely need a wristband to come over here. All to y'all shade, 2024 going into 2025. Because it's like, you can't be focusing on people who are not contributing into your goals. So it's like, if you struggle with making yourself a priority, you need to ask yourself, if you want certain things to happen, are you willing to cut off certain family, certain friends? Are you willing to move? Like I said, are you willing to take the train? What's wrong with it's public transportation? Like, a lot of people, I'm not even going to go there because that's a whole different topic for a different video. But long story short, don't allow anything that's not, like I said, contributing into your goals to get you distracted. Because when you're not investing your time and your energy and you're not doing things little by little, you're not going to get anywhere. You have to be okay to start with zero. I started this channel roughly 6 months ago. Right now, we're at over 100 subscribers, supporters. 100. I went from 0 to 100. You cannot put a specific timeline on your success or you being consistent unless it's meant to be. And you have to realize that even with you all that are losing weight, because some of my supporters are losing weight, and that's another reason why I've been giving that example. Just because you have a goal to lose 30 pounds or 40 pounds in 2-3 months, or 3 months, 4 or 5 months, it may not happen. It may take 6 months. It may take 5. It may take 1. You cannot be so focused on your goal that you don't realize who you had to become and what you had to do. So right now, when you're watching these videos, like I said, if you're serious about your goals, you will focus on what you need to do until you accomplish what it is that you're doing, or you're doing everything with moderation. Now, speaking from experience, balance is important, but in order for you to get your foundation or get the hard part out the way, you got to do it. So this means you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be uncomfortable when you start something that you've never done before. You're going to be uncomfortable trying to be a content creator in the beginning. You're going to be uncomfortable when you're learning how to drive. You're going to be uncomfortable when you learn how to sing. You're going to be uncomfortable when you learn how to dance. Unless you are somebody who knows that if this is what I want to do, I'm okay with what it asks for. But a lot of people don't have that mindset, and that's who you have to become. You have to train yourself if you don't have the mindset. If you're not strong, if you're not starting off strong mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and financially, you have to learn how to build the confidence. And that's all it is. Being consistent has 1,000 and a trillion% do with you being confident. So if you have questions, comments, or concerns, give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. And if this video resonates with you, like it, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and make sure to follow me on all social media platforms. All of them will be down in the description box below. Head to my website at TiGuidanceInSummer.com if you want a one-on-one session. And when you follow me on Instagram and TikTok, almost said Instagram and Twitter, but Instagram and TikTok, I will be going live, okay? Once we reach our goal here on YouTube, I'll be going live as well. I answer a lot of you guys' questions that I get all the time. This was said, head to my website. All the information will be down in my description box below, as well as when you guys DM me on Instagram asking common questions about mental health. Right now, we're talking about consistency and success, or whatever it is. And if you want me to talk about something that I haven't already, let me know in the comment section or in the community here on YouTube until we're able to go live. Instagram and TikTok, I will also be going live and answering you guys' questions. If we need to focus on certain things, if we need to remove certain things, or just chitter-chatting, getting to know each other, as well as on my polls on Instagram, ask you what specific topics you guys want to discuss. So just keep in mind that when you decide to be consistent, if your goal is to lose weight, everything you need to do needs to be centered around you losing weight whenever you have the time. Like I said, if you have to go to work, if you have to go to school, you have to learn how to have time management. You have to realize how much time, energy, and effort that you're investing into. And you don't have to be overwhelmed when you learn to be punctual. You don't have to be overwhelmed when you're investing your time into certain goals. You just have to have balance. So if you're in school, you need to know that when you go to school, you just need to be focused on school. When you go to work, you just need to be focused on work. When you go to the gym or you're losing weight, you just need to be focusing on that. When it's time for you to rest. When it's time for you to go out and have fun. If not, for the next how many months or years it takes, Focus on whatever it is that you need to focus on. Everything else you need to start removing. So people, place, and the things, they gotta go. If they feel some type of way, they was never for you. People should be happy that you're growing. People should be happy that you're showing up for yourself and wanting better. If they're not contributing into these goals, they gotta go. If not, create distance. Just because you create distance doesn't mean that you hate them or there's any love lost, but it is what it is, and that's life. Okay, I didn't make the rules. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, give the video a big thumbs up. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thanks for watching.